Distractions are everywhere, whether it's on your own phone and their social media, just scrolling, and pulling your attention, whether it is notifications on your phone, whether it's your kids, the activities you have to do, whether it's your own mind or your own self, you're distracting yourself from what really matters to you, or you haven't even identified what matters to you. It's everywhere. And I don't want that for you. Successful people, happy people, wealthy people, they're focused. They have to focus in order to achieve their goal. You have to focus on what you want in order to get what you want. You have to focus on the right habits. And so I am a master at life design and creating the life that you love and mastering yourself and figuring out how to design a life you love. And so today I'm going to talk about how to stay focused. I go to the gym. I've gone to the gym almost every single day for about 2 years. I have posted to YouTube. I posted almost 300 days in a row. Now I'm doing 3 times a week. I haven't missed a week in over 2 years. And so I'm not perfect at all these things, but I do have that discipline down, and I've experienced the ups and the downs and all the things and have a busy life. And so I want to share the strategies that I've implemented so that you can stay more focused and so that you can achieve your goals and live a life that actually feels good. So this video was actually inspired by someone who commented on my YouTube channel. So thank you. If you comment any questions that you have, and I think it could be helpful to more people, I will absolutely answer it, and I might even make a video. So if you have any questions or things you want help with, I'm here to help. And so it's super helpful if you comment. So thank you for your comment. I'm going to actually read it and then tell you what I would do, and I hope it's helpful to other people. It's about staying disciplined and staying focused. All right, so it says, "Hi Elizabeth, I find it hard to stay consistent without falling off. Sometimes it feels like 1 step forward, 2 steps back." How many of you guys can relate to this? Distractions are everywhere. As a mother who is clearly pushing hard, how do you stay locked in when life gets chaotic? Okay, so I love this question. Number one, it tells me that this person is trying to make changes. This person cares about herself or cares about the people in her life. She wants to thrive and do better. And that is what I'm all about here. I want to help people who want to help themselves. So that's the first step. And that is huge because a lot of people will whine, will complain, and will not make a change. So great job for starting there. The other thing I like is that they decided what they wanted. So if you want an outcome, if you want to get fitter, if you want to get healthier, if I want to create a YouTube channel that's thriving and reach more people, there's a certain set of actions you have to do. And so I assume this person has this goal or multiple goals in different buckets of your life, and you are deciding what habit will get you there. So as long as it's a habit that will get you the results you want, that's great. But then maybe hey, I need to eat healthier, I need to go to the gym, etc. to get fitter. But it's hard. Once we identify what we want and we're willing to do it, we're willing to do the work, it can be hard, especially if there's a lot going on. And I empathize with that. It's not easy. It's not easy, especially after having my son. It became harder, right? Like when my body and mind and everything felt strong and fit and healthy, it was easier to tackle things. But then when my body was recovering and my mind and all these things, it was harder. So even though it's hard, it's not impossible. It is possible for you. So how do you stay locked in? Okay. The first thing I would tell you is once you know what your habits are and let's answer the first part, how to not fall off and come back on and fall off. And it's like 1 step forward, 2 steps back. Decide the habit and actually schedule it into your calendar. And so it doesn't matter what it is. Like my workouts, even though it's a workout, it could be at any time of day. My husband and I determined what time I'm going to go, and we did it. And we did the same for him and scheduled it. It goes on the calendar. That is my time. There's a little bit of flexibility if needed, but I treat it like if I was a travel soccer player back in the day and we had a practice, we didn't just miss that practice, we held to it, right? So I treat it like something that I can't break or that is a requirement. And so I think that can be really helpful is to schedule it in at a time that's going to work for you and then figure out the logistics. Like the gym, I figured out, hey, my husband will watch my son while I go. It is a convenient gym. It's very local to us. It's easy to get to. It's efficient. And so we kind of tackled some of those problems first. But I really think the biggest part is that it was in the calendar. And I made it a non-negotiable. Now, there's other things like my husband is a soccer coach. And so during the springtime that we just got out of, I had to adjust a little bit. And make my plan a little different, but otherwise it's consistent. And then that's what it's supposed to be. You have a plan, but then if you need to adjust it, you can. Another part is having a strong why and desire. Like for me, it's easy to go to the gym because I love it and I want it. I want to feel strong. I don't want to feel in pain. I was very fit growing up, athletic, did a ton of different sports, and that felt good to me, and I felt confident. I felt happy and was thriving. I didn't have pain. Eventually, I started getting some pain from not working out as much after having my son and things of that nature. And I didn't want that for myself. And so I wanted it enough to make a change. And it sounds like you want it enough to make that change, but it's still hard. But I think having the why behind it can help. So we know what we want, we desire. I really want to feel strong. I really want to feel this way. And for me, I don't want to be in pain. I want to be able to show up for my son in a good way. I want to show up for myself in a good way. I don't want to wake up and automatically be in pain or feel weak. Or if you're not working out, it can affect your emotions and your mood negatively. I want to be sharp. I want to be happy. I want to be a good person for my students that I teach in the class, I'm a teacher, and for my family. And so when you have that why, you're like, no, I want to be this type of mom. I want to be this type of person. I have big goals and big dreams to help a lot of people in the world, and I can't help them if I don't help myself. You can't help others if you're not helping yourself. You can muster up the courage. You can do what you got to do. A lot of people are going through the motions and are just pulling any strength they have. You know, we've all probably been there at one point, and that might be you right now. And that's okay. Acknowledge where you are, but find that why. You found that why. And really remind yourself of that bigger vision of what you're doing and find a way to remind yourself of why you're waking up, why you're showing up. And it can really, really help. I get discouraged sometimes with YouTube. I'm like trying to figure it out. I've seen so many people build successful channels, even though I know it's like less than 1% of people do it and figure it out. I'm like, why can't I figure this out? But I'm like, no, I want this to help people. I know I can help more people in the world, so I'm going to figure it out. I'm discouraged and I like see someone who comments and is like, this helped me, or someone liked it or whatever. And I'm like, oh my gosh, why would I stop? Why would I stop this? You know, so find that big why. Another part of this question was distractions. So there's a lot of stuff going on. I heard from my mentor, a no is a yes and a yes is a no. This is from Dan Martell. And this was really, really important for me because I used to just say yes, or I would do certain things, or, you know, based on the person I was when I was younger, it's like, sure, I'll coach, or sure, I'll do this. But that wasn't helping the version of myself that I wanted to be. And it was adding more on to my plate. And so you have to be laser focused and know what are your main goals. Write it down, get super clear. There's a book, High Performance Habits by Brendon Burchard, who coaches billionaires and is one of the best coaches out there, if not the best. He talks about having clarity. High performers have clarity. So you got to get clear and know, what do you want so that you can focus on it? What are you doing? Like I have, hey, this is my health and happiness bucket and taking care of myself. This is what I want here, or I want to get rid of my IT man pain. So I'm doing things for that. I want to build a relationship with my son and help him to learn and have that connection. Same thing with my husband. And then I also want to build this YouTube channel. Like I got clear. And so I know, okay, these are my main areas. And then I also am a teacher and work full time there. So if other things pop up or events or social things, I kind of have to say no, or I have to make sure my other things are scheduled in. And so for me, it's worth the sacrifice. It's worth saying no so that I have the energy for myself, so that I have the energy for my close family, the people that really matter the most to me, and for building my YouTube channel and helping serve there, and then also my kids at school. And so you only have so much capacity. We can get more capacity. I could teach you how to have more energy and how to reach more and do more, but you got to get clear on what really matters to you, so that you can say no to the things that aren't going to help you. I think a big part of distractions too, for some people, can be that you haven't done the healing on yourself, or You're like just going through the motions and you work a job you don't like and you're just like, oh my gosh. And then at the end of the day, you're staying up late, and you might be staying up late because you just need a minute, or you're overwhelmed, or you just want like some happiness, or you're dreading the next day, or things of that nature. And that happens. Like, I've been in many tears and in many, just pain and being upset and not knowing what to do. I've experienced that, and it's not fun, and it's awful because you want a solution. A lot of you like want a solution and you are willing to do it, but you're like, what is the solution, and how do I escape, and how do I figure this out? And so that not knowing can be some of the most miserable part, and feeling stuck, feeling like this is going to be this way forever, even though it's not going to be forever. It just feels like it's like, how am I going to escape? How am I going to be released and be free? But you have to decide, where do you want to get to? So are your habits, is it just trying to get fitter, or are you trying to really revamp your whole life, or get to a different job, or get to a certain experience? Like, how do you want to feel? Ask yourself these questions so that you can design a life that works that way. I kind of took my path and went to college and made my choices and found my husband, and went along. And I realized there were parts that I liked and I loved, but other parts I'm like, wait, oh gosh. Is this my reality? Is this where we're going to live? Is this where we're going to raise our kids? Is this what it is? And I was like, I don't know if I like that. And so you have to then decide, where do you want to get to? What do you like doing? What would you want to do each day? Do you want to stay at home? Do you how much money is required for that, etc.? So once you ask those questions, then you can start to design a life in your life in a way that will work for you. And you can maybe start looking for different jobs that would align with that. You can start doing certain actions and reading certain books that will get you to the results you want. In terms of feeling like you're taking one step forward, two steps back, one step forward, two steps back, that isn't necessarily abnormal. It's not fun, but it's not abnormal. And so if you're trying to stay disciplined and trying to keep going, some things that could help you is gamifying it. Like when I was trying to go to the gym, I made it simple and easy. I scheduled it, but I also made it simple and easy. Like, I knew how to weightlift. I already knew how to do it, even though I'm not strong and wasn't. I'm getting better because it's been about 2 years now, but I felt comfortable going. It was close to our house. Like, I made it easy. The easier you make things, the simpler you make things, and the more there's distractions everywhere, right? Like, I really focused on making my life simple. You make thousands and thousands of decisions a day. I think it's like 70,000 or something. How can we make it all more simple? My house is more simple. We have only the things we need and that we love. I don't eat like a bunch of random crazy things or spend all this time at the grocery store or cooking or things, because that's not what matters to me. And so you really just have to simplify and make it easy for you. The easier you make things, the better your life will be. And if you feel like you're taking that step forward and two steps back, know that you're probably taking more steps forward than you think. And if you are feeling like, I feel like I'm trying this and my fitness isn't changing or things, maybe you do have to adjust or try something different. Run the experiments. Maybe you have to do something different. Maybe the habit you chose isn't the right one. Or maybe you haven't done it long enough, right? And so that could be part of it, is being consistent. And it takes that time. How can you make it easier? I can do a video on how to make your habits stick. Atomic Habits is a great book for this. James Clear maps it all out for you if you're interested. But I really think that's a key part. How do you stay locked in when things get chaotic? It's about choices. It's about mindset. It's about support. And it's about choosing what you want for your life and how you want to feel, right? You can have 5 kids and figure it all out and manage your time and give them all the opportunities. But you also maybe choose to have less kids. Maybe you're like, no, I want my 5 kids. I'm going to figure it out. Then you choose, I'm going to figure this out. And you also give yourself grace, because it takes time to figure it out. It takes time to build a habit, right? You can make it easier. You can make it better for you, but it takes time. You really just have to want it. You have to freaking want it and desire it to make it happen. I really want this YouTube channel to work. I really want to reach more people. I really want to have this thriving relationship with my husband, my son. I really want to be healthy and happy and feel good. And so if you want it bad enough, you will make it happen. You will. I know it, you will. And yes, there's still things like I talked about that you can schedule things in, but it starts there, and you have to constantly remind yourself of that. Because I could tell you now, like, let's go, and I'll be at the gym, and some days I'm crushing it, and I'm like, I feel amazing, and life is amazing, and reading my books and getting knowledge. I'm like, yeah, crush it, girl. You got this, girl. And then sometimes I'm like, oh, I don't know if this is going to work, and like, I just feel sad, and I'm like, who is that person? Where was that other person that was crushing it and thriving? So give yourself grace. Like, we all experience that. And so the thing I've been working on is not staying there and figuring out, what do you do when you're kind of in a funk? How can you get yourself back on the motion? Kind of have that every month is like, let's go, crush, 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 have fun, enjoy the journey. I've designed my life. I love it. Doing a lot of the things that I love, and I'm working on it, and I'm passionate, and I finally found the things I'm enjoying. And I was a software engineer, so my schedule was a lot different, but the schedule as a teacher, and I was at multiple different schools, but I finally found a school and a job that actually worked and went well. So that's a part of it too, adjusting until you find the right fit. And it's better. But during the month, it's like, woo, and then down. And I get back on the train. Woo, let's go, let's go. And so just know, fall down 7 times, stand back 8. Know and expect you might have some down days. Know and expect you might miss a day. Know and expect that, like, my husband has soccer and it's going to be harder. So you have to be even more disciplined with your schedule and taking care of yourself, your core habits. Are you eating healthy? Are you getting rest? Are you working out? Right? Like, we have to have some difficult conversations with ourselves too, you know? And so give yourself grace. Take it one bite at a time. We don't eat an elephant, one whole big chunk. You got to take it one bite at a time. I'm still building my life. I'm still doing it. It's been years. Is it so much better than I ever imagined? Yes. Am I in such a different place than I was a year ago, 2, 3, 4, 5? Absolutely. It's nuts when I look at my pictures and my photo album and just seeing where I was. Like, it's nuts. But commit to the work. Know it's going to take time. But you show up and you do things that fill you, right? I can stay focused too when I am taking care of myself. I have these daily vitamins that Jesse Itzler talks about, like getting to the gym, learning. Like, there's these things that just make me feel good, that help me to be motivated. The last thing that I'll say is being intentional with your energy and deciding when you do the habits. And so for me, like, when I film YouTube, I might do it on a Saturday morning. I'll wake up and I go straight to recording. So you want to do the big rocks first. Stephen Covey talks about this. And so I don't wait till after I went all day and I was with my kids and we did all these things and I'm depleted and then let's go record. That's hard. So I make it easier on myself. I always try to make things easier on myself. And I will record in the morning and I will batch record. So I won't just do one video usually. I will do a bunch. And then I have my studio set up. So it's already set up. I can just grab my microphone, grab my camera, turn it on and go. I just have my script. So it is about these systems and about being strategic with your life. And I understand that some people, and I think I talked to this person, that maybe there's things that you don't want, or you have, the job can be one of the hardest parts. So I'm happy to do a more in-depth, detailed and analysis and kind of walk through what you can do if you're in that situation. But I hope this helped to get at least a few ideas and to know you are actually trying to make a change, and to not discount that or discredit that, and know that that's the most important thing. It's the choice to change. So many people are doing so many habits that are horrible for them and they don't change. They don't try to change. But the fact of trying, the fact that you are actually making an effort and wanting this, but it's hard, that is huge. So give yourself some credit for that and figure out what habits and what you need to do that will make your life better, that will make it easier to stay disciplined. How can you motivate yourself and surround yourself with people who encourage you? I listen to people who are encouraging me, like, hey, keep going, you got this, and maybe I'll do more of that on my channel. I try to support you because that's what I need to hear too. We need to hear it. It's like I can be motivated for a couple of days, but how do I stay motivated? How to keep going? You got to make it fun. There's so many things, and maybe I could do a more succinct video that it's like, make it fun and talk about it for 30 seconds each. Let me know if you'd like that. But you can do this. You can change your life. Stay on the journey. Stay on the train. Adjust as needed. But know that you will figure it out. You have to get really clear on what you want to figure out, what you want to change. Where are you going? Like, where is your destination? You're on this train, this car, this road. Where is that destination? Because right now you're probably feeling upset too, because you're on a train that you don't necessarily like where it's going. You're like, I don't like this. If you're on a train that might be hard and difficult, but it's getting you to a good place, it might be easier. So if you have more specific questions, let me know in the comments below. I will make a video or videos and I will try to support you. Feel free to check out this video on habits of successful people or this video on 10 habits making me a millionaire. I hope it helps. Let's do this together. You got this.